The IDT spokesperson pulled out a white Dior shopping bag stuffed with 200 Rand notes and placed it on the table. This while his suspended boss sat looking on. I asked them how much money they bought for me, and they said it was 60,000 Rand. But they also intimated that there would be more money coming my way if I dropped my investigation into Malaka's house. After the cash had been placed on the table, I casually photographed it for our records. Next, I duly informed Malaka and Makhalane that I wouldn't be taking the alleged bribe after all. I told them that it had always been my intention to get them to present me with the cash, and that I had never intended to take it. And then just like that, our meeting was over. I promptly stood up and left. Makhalane and Malaka, meanwhile, were in a hurry to get out of there too. At roughly 2 p.m., they got up and left the restaurant area. So, what then of Malaka's waterfall property, the issue the IDT CEO so desperately wanted to bury?
Well, there's much more to this expose, and let's chat to the man who uncovered it all, Peter Louis Myburgh. Peter Louis, thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it. Let's just talk about the situation. I mean, not so long ago, you had released that report on the suspension then as well of Tebogo Malaka, the CEO of the IDT. Let's just give the audience at home just a full picture on how we got here.
Yeah, good morning, Arabile. Yeah, so look, our work on the IDT has been, coming since October last year. We looked at that 800 million Rand oxygen plants contract and exposed several shortcomings in that bid process, and that then led to the PwC report, which ultimately, culminated in a Malaka suspension, provisional suspension at least, or precautionary suspension, which was announced on Friday. So while all of this was happening, the PwC investigation into the oxygen plants contract, I'd been looking into something entirely different relating to the IDT and Ms. Malaka. It involves a IDT contract, and it also appears to be linked to a property that is being built for Ms. Malaka in Gauteng. So, on the one hand, the PwC report was being concluded into, allegations we raised earlier, but I was now looking into an entirely different IDT contract. And then midway through my investigations into this other IDT contract, I was then contacted by Mr. Makhalane, Pasha Makhalane, the IDT spokesperson, and that then set in motion the meeting that then took place on Sunday between myself, Malaka, and Pasha Makhalane here in the Western Cape.
With this having happened then, I mean, that meeting as we've just watched it, is them still wanting to offer you the money despite already being provisionally suspended and you having already written about them? What was it they were trying to actually block off? Was it a further story? Was it this story? What else was there that you had that they had wanted you to stop writing on?
Yeah, so you've got an opportunity to, to build a little bit of momentum for one of our upcoming investigations. So the issue that prompted Ms. Malaka to offer this bribe, this will be exposed or unpacked in an upcoming Daily Maverick investigation that we will release next week. So that relates to a upmarket property inside a security estate in Gauteng that by all indications is linked to a top Gauteng businessman